Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 on the road again, or not on the road again. I'm not traveling. I just left the grocery store, my usual daily stuff. But I did go by Walmart and get my glasses adjusted so they don't slide on my nose like they've been doing. That was a big deal. And also got my little spray bottle of lens cleaner refilled. You can get free refills for as long as you have that little bottle to clean your lenses. Now, what does that have to do with anything? Nothing. But it is a nice day here in this area. It's 53 degrees. Tomorrow's not going to be too nice, and naturally it's going to be rainy, and they're coming out to install my Rise broadband internet service tomorrow, and they'll need to be outside running a little cable a little ways, but that's the way that goes. I don't control the weather yet. I'm working on it. So if I had it all to do over again, what would I do different? Well, I can't think of much because I've learned a lot from my silly mistakes. And believe me, I have made a few thousand. I think all of us have. If you haven't made any mistakes, then I don't know what to say. Maybe you just didn't know they were mistakes. But I did. I sure did. I got my little casita now, pretty nice little place to live. Oh, and for those of you that are looking for an RV, a small RV that's very towable, I have to tell you the casita seems to be, the more I look at other RVs, a very good value based on the price and the quality of the fiberglass itself. I mean, it's really good. I've looked at other RVs. I've even thought about maybe in the next couple of years getting another RV, but I can't think of anything at all that would be a better situation. I love the way it looks on the inside. I like the outside. It tows easy, plenty of windows, and at my home base, those windows, if I turn the RV around, are just really putting it all in the right position. So, but I'm also, and you'll love this, I'm going to make me a stew today in my Instant Pot, and it's going to be a meatless stew. And I know a lot of y'all are going to go, what? Well, you know, I look at all those meats and stuff, the pork and the beef and the chicken and all the stuff, and it just doesn't do a thing for me. It just doesn't, I have to tell you. I thought about getting a tenderloin, pork tenderloin, and cutting it up into chunks and browning it and putting it in the stew, but I'm just going to make a regular stew without meat of any kind. But for me, a stew, I put a sweet potato, regular potatoes, onion, bell pepper, carrots, what's that yellow thing, squash, what else? I got something else, seems like. I got some stew seasoning, the H-E-B cheap stuff. It's about $1 a package. So I'll have about $8 invested in the stew, and once I make it, then I can add whatever I want to. In other words, if I want to have, because I'll make it, it's like a soup, basically, and it's easy to do, easy to eat, and if I want to have some meat with it, I can. You know, I can get something and have it with the stew rather than having it in the stew where I got meat all the time. So that's one of my projects today. Another project that I've got going, and it seems like everything is going to happen tomorrow because the Rise broadband internet people are coming tomorrow. Also, they're sending me a new Pixel 3a because the speaker on mine doesn't work, and also I don't get a ringtone when somebody calls. Both of those issues kind of go together. So they're sending me another unit, and I'm supposed to receive that tomorrow. And I also got 6 quarts of 520 weight oil, Mobil 1 synthetic oil, to change the oil in my truck, and I also got a filter, a Mobil 1 filter, and I'll do that. I can take my truck to the dealership and have the oil changed if I furnish the oil for $10. If I furnish the oil and filter, it's $10. And then what else is exciting about tomorrow? Oh, I'm also getting some weed killer that is not that stuff that'll kill you. It's something I found on the internet. I got it at Amazon because I got some weeds I need to take care of. And what else exciting is going on in the world? Not a whole lot. That's why I like being at... Oh, here's what I was going to tell you. As far as the internet goes, obviously my internet is the upload speed is the killer. The download speeds are basically okay. The upload speed is, less than 1 megabit per second. Actually, less than a half of a megabit per second. And I tried. I don't know what happened. I left, and I guess they just decided when I got back they were going to treat me to this. And it's not. I'm not being throttled, because when I'm here, like right in this area right here around Granite Shoals, I can run a test right now, and it'll show anywhere from 6 to 12 upload speed. And I got to stop, don't I? I better. What's this deal with it? I'm not hitting them right anymore. It used to be I was late enough I could run them. But anyway, so the internet problem I hope is solved tomorrow, the upload particularly, because they tell me I'll get 5 megabits upload. I doubt it. If I get 3, I'd be tickled. 2 I'll keep. I'll keep it if I get 2 or more, and the download speeds of 10 to 15, that's super fine with old dad. $45 or $47 a month, including all the taxes and stuff. But and what I'll do is, if it works, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check and find out who the internet provider is in Capitan. I had them before, but I can't remember the name, because I had them when I was at Mama Bear RV Park in Capitan for a couple of months, and it worked great. It's super fast. So I'll find out who that is, and what I plan to do now is get internet service there that I can put on vacation for a few months when I come back to my home base in Texas, and that will ensure that I have good internet service coming and both places, and then in between I can get a minimum plan with, say, 50. I've got one right now on the phone that's 15 gigabytes, and that'll do 5 or 6 videos or more. So that'll get me to each place and back and all that stuff. So I'm constantly planning. So it looks like, I went on this little deal of seeing the state parks, and that was a lot of fun. I stayed a few days in several places, and then came back to the home base. But I'm 74, and my get up and go is not gone, but it's going. it's going. I feel fine, but I don't get real excited about staying in a place 2 or 3 days and then moving and staying and moving and moving and moving and moving and moving. I like the home base idea. For me, for other people, that roaming around is great, and they'll enjoy it till the day they die, and I pat them on the back for that. As far as boondocking for me, probably pretty much, unless I just have to. But on my way going to Capitan, New Mexico, my home base there, and returning, what I plan to do is I will go to some state parks, New Mexico and Texas, on the way to and from, and that will kind of add a little flavor to the videos, a little variety, so to speak. Knock on wood, I'm really hoping that this internet deal works. Unfortunately, the weather tomorrow is not going to be good for an install, but they will do it. I just don't want slopping dirt and mud inside my RV, even though it's just one guy and I know who he is. He's a pretty nice kid, but he'll have to be outside putting that thing up on a pole. I've got a pole that they left about 4 years ago, and he said they could just use it, or he would. So, knock on wood, the internet issues will be solved, and once I get both systems going and I'm satisfied with the performance, then I will downgrade my existing cell phone Jetpack Wi-Fi service to just the phone and hotspot on the phone for traveling to and from, or emergencies, I guess you'd say. And so I've got a plan. I'm a planner. God Almighty, I'm a planner. My plans may not work worth a crap, and may not do half of them. But I sit around and don't think my little brain slows down. I'm just zip, 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 zip. You know, like the guy I was talking about with that Instant Pot pressure cooker, you know, making popcorn in it. He said he could just hear my mind going pop, pop, pop. Well, he's right, because I did think about that, and I thought, wait a minute, I wonder how that would work. Well, you know, it would work, but I'd rather not use the Instant Pot for that, because I just use that steel thing I've got. You know, names don't come as quickly as they used to. But, you know, there's a lot of things coming up. I do think about the future. In fact, I watched a video on YouTube yesterday, and you might be able to find it, unfortunately. I can't give you the name of it because I cannot remember it. But you may do a YouTube search for 97-year-old man video, because it's a video of this guy. He's 97 years old. He used to be a philosophy professor at a university somewhere, blah, blah, blah. His wife died several years ago, etc. And it's a real video showing him getting around and how hard it is to get his clothes on and stuff. And, you know, he's 97. Well, you know, that's not too far away for old dad here, you know, 23 years. But, so you got to think about those things. I mean, I was looking at him and I was thinking, you know, put yourself in that man's shoes. You know, he had to have a housekeeper and a girl, a little Filipino there. She was helping get his clothes on and shoes and stuff. And you know, I'm not close to that yet. I mean, I still do good in those areas, but the things change, and you got to get ready. So I'm just thinking, you know, would I hang around? If I was in his position, I'd check out. There's no doubt in my mind. I would just check out. Why? Shit, you know, he's gone, man. He's gone. You know, even though he's alive in his mind, you know, he's a great man, I'm sure. But in my opinion, at that age, doing that, you're just taking up space. You know, you're a burden on your family. You're a burden on everybody around you. Well, other than he creates a job for that Filipino girl. And I know I'll get some feedback on that, what I just said, but that's okay. It's the way I feel. That's the way it is. So, but yeah, aging is part of the process. You got to be ready for it, and I'm thinking about it. I do want to get the electric hooked up at my place in Capitan. This is a great video, isn't it? This is one of my, there went the mic somewhere. If I can find it now. Where'd it go? Here it is. I'm sure you heard that clink. It hit against that stainless steel bottle I carry for drinking water. So guys, the future is always coming, and the past is gone, and you're living now, but it doesn't hurt to have a little plan for the future. You know, you know, even when I say future could be 1 or 1,000 years, but you know, think about, you know, what you're going to do in the next 2 or 3 years, and as long as you got your, you know, that's another thing. So you make the assumption that your health is going to be good, and hopefully it will be. But if you don't do things now to make it that way, it may not. I talked to a guy in the grocery store today. This is this is one of my viral videos, I can tell you that. In the grocery store today, he's going down to South America to do some fishing, and for different types of fish down there, and Costa Rica and stuff. And he said, well, he looked like he's about my age, 74 or 5. And he said, well, you know, if I don't do it now, it ain't going to get done. And he's absolutely right. And luckily, he has the financial wherewithal to take that trip, because I looked, just coincidentally, I was looking at, you know, maybe taking a trip going down to, like, I really loved, I had spent a few weeks on the island of Grand Cayman many years ago. Grand Cayman, C-A-Y-M-A-N, Cayman, not Canyon. Grand Cayman Islands, and there's, you know, Little Cayman and Cayman Brac and all that, but it's a beautiful place. And I thought, well, hell, I'll just, you know, see what a round trip airfare, motel, all that stuff would cost. Well, it's a lot. This is the peak season. It is the peak season. Most of the places were booked, and the ones that weren't booked had 1 or 2 rooms available. And for 7 days, the average price was $2,000 and up. But that included airfare. which is about 300 bucks of that, I imagine. But that's still, that's a lot to me. No, that eliminated that. Well, the cheapest place you can go right at any time is Las Vegas. I mean, I could go out there and stay 7 days for about 500 bucks, including airfare and everything. That's pretty cheap. But do I want to go to Las Vegas? No. Do I gamble? No. What do you do in Las Vegas? Let me think. Play golf? Could, but I don't have my golf clubs anymore. I got rid of them. And I wouldn't play anyway. But on and on it goes, guys. It's 54 degrees, kind of overcast today. It says about an 80% chance of rain tomorrow, so I thought I'd better do a driving video today. May do a beer 30 this evening just for the hell of it, just to add a little flavor. But my meatless stew is going to be on by, I don't know what time it is now. What time is it? Can't see the deal. It's 10, almost 11. Yeah, I'll get it on by 11:30. It'll be ready about, I don't know, I guess I'll cook it about 30 minutes. I don't know. I'll have to find something, whatever it takes to cook the potatoes. Everything else will be cooked in plenty of time. But yeah, probably about, I don't know, how long does it take to cook potatoes in a Instant Pot? I don't know, 20-30 minutes. I think I'll just put it on 30 minutes, be sure everything's done, because I want it kind of soupy. Hang on, soupy, hang on, or sloopy, right? So guys, from Central Texas, USA, on a nice day, and a great video by Rusty78609. I know it's, you know, it's amazing that I can create these wonderful, deep meaning videos that are just total crap. But having said that, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your day wherever you are. Keep your health. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it and you want to fool with it, use the link to Amazon products. It doesn't cost you a penny. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, take deep breaths to lower your stress and lower your blood pressure. Walk, exercise. I've already done that today. I'll probably do something again this afternoon. And what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your perfectly round head or lovely head. Doesn't have to be round, it could be square. But having said that, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. Remember, today is the first day of the rest of your life, and enjoy the heck out of it. Put a smile on your face, even though you may feel like crap. It'll aggravate everybody around you because they'll think you're having fun. So anyway, guys, adios, bye-bye.